one cares about the other one.
It is my argument that the Niger Delta suffers from deprivation.
This year's NDCEF was held in Uyo, and it really aimed, again, to bring citizens from across the 9 states to really talk about their issues. So aside from supporting these organizations to engage on the various issues they're working on, agri policy, issues of women and taxation, peace, open budget, and various other issues, it's really important that the civil society organizations and citizens more broadly have access to government.
How do we?
Most times our leaders are not as sensible. You go in with a proposal and that proposal is not attended to.
Everything about what's going on in the Niger Delta as well as in Nigeria is all around leadership.
One of the gaps we found was that actually there aren't regular spaces in the region of the Niger Delta that enable citizens to engage with the state. So we came up in 2015 with the idea of the Niger Delta Civic Engagement Forum. And this forum really is about creating a space where government policymakers engage with citizens around key issues that are important to both sides. And so it's an open day forum where we have a range of keynote speakers who express the issues that are really important and then get citizens to engage. This year we focused on how we strengthen regional institutions, state institutions, so that they can support the development agenda.
We strengthen the institutions in the Niger Delta, that at the end of it all, the ultimate goal will be to deliver a better developed region that will be good for you.
The problem in this our region is not the lack of space where we all can coexist, but we lack men of integrity who are genuinely interested in fixing our environment. We lack the right kind of leadership that can fight for the interests of the common people. And if at all there is an agitation, it should be geared towards sanitizing our currently bastardized system. Because if this one way we they see no be system failure, I don't know what it.
The fundamental problem of this region in particular and our nation as a whole, the problem of leadership. Leadership. Resolve the problem of leadership, you resolve the major problems.
The issue of weak institutions and the whole concept of strengthening.
Really talking about access to information and making that information open and available to citizens, really connecting with national priorities for the region and making sure that the resources that are meant to come into the Niger Delta actually get here and are utilized effectively. So role of citizens in deciding what the priorities are, as well as playing quite a strong role in monitoring.
Your personal ambition means nothing to us in this region. It is the collective development of the Niger Delta that is important.
The major issues that came out are the need to really strengthen and institutionalize citizen participation in planning, public hearings for citizens to see the budget, understand what is in the budget, and be able to participate in that. And a strong sense of the need for account a part of that. I think another big thing that came out was the call for the resources that are meant to come to the Niger Delta from the federal coffers to actually come into the Niger Delta. Of course, too, issues of peace and security continue to be an important dimension to creating an enabling environment for investors to come into the Niger Delta, to begin to divest away from an oil-based economy as Nigeria and indeed the whole world transitions from oil-based economies. And I think these are the kinds of priorities that people wanted to see reflected in the way policymakers are prioritizing the budgets and prioritizing the issues they want to work on in 2018. It is possible to bring citizens' voice along with government to work on joint things together. Our hope is that with more states publishing budgets, more states then beginning to practice open budget hearings and beginning to listen to citizens. I think this is a journey, and we're beginning to see the signs that there is hope at the end of the tunnel.